Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. And all you chicken heads, be quiet. What it do, shawty? Welcome back to Closing Open Wounds with your cousin Cleisha. I'm here, you're here. I'm so glad that you are. Listen, I had something that come to my mind today, and it is something that I have had to overcome myself. Now, if you know me, if you've been here for a while, you know I never preach something that I haven't endured myself or something that I'm not processing through myself. So yes, this is for my single ladies. We out here. We courting, we dating, we're healing. First of all, we're healing. So we know what to look for and what to discard. So let's just start right there. Okay. Now, part of the healing journey is knowing what you will accept and what you will not. Okay. In this dating season right now, we all know it's very, very tiresome. We know it's very, very challenging. You know that, I know that, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So now the title of this is going to be somewhere along the lines where knowing if you're a wife or a midwife, there is a difference. Knowing when you're a wife to a man or just a midwife. We're not going to be here long. I don't even have any notes, but I've been thinking about you because this has happened to me. So many times in this life, we come across other men, whether it's in the marketplace, on our jobs, in our schools, at the bank, wherever. We come across some decent men. But that doesn't mean he your man. And the sad part about it is when you find genuine people, like good-hearted people, you want to believe that that could be or is indeed your future spouse. I'm here to tell you there are a few people, a few men that I have, thought about in retrospect of my life where, you know what, Ninja, I should have just kept you as a friend, acquaintance, or even nothing at all. There are some times, and I know you've heard about this before, where you're friends with someone and you have a really good friendship, really good chemistry, but you try to have a relationship and it all falls apart. I am praying for discernment for myself. And when I think about myself, I think about you as well, of course, that we will know the difference, that we will have discernment, like your discernment has to be on point in this season. And it is hard because ninjas is lying. They are, just conforming to your life to try to make it seem like they're down with you. Let me give you a tip. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I just thought about this. In dating, I have realized when I'm socializing with someone, whether on the phone, whether in person, coffee date, whatever, I don't speak first. I used to be so proud. This is younger. This is when I was younger before I got married and why I ended up in some of these marriages anyway. And you guys know I've been married a few times. Ain't no secret. Ain't no shame. Okay. I'm a wife. Okay. Just wife to the wrong ninjas. So I've learned to not be the first one to speak. And what does that mean? I would be so proud that I was strong. I was so proud of, my academics. I was so proud of being in ministry as a praise and worship leader, being, a devoted person, to whoever I'm with. I was so proud of these different accolades. I was so proud of who I am and who I'm becoming that I realized the more I talked first, if I talked first, the guy would try to conform to my life to kind of fit, to see where he could fit in. Like, I'm a praise and worship leader. I'm a minister. So I'm in church. There is no, I feel like going, it's going to be bedside Baptist today. No, I literally tell people that today is Sunday. I'm on my way to the house of the Lord as we speak. But I literally tell people I only have one day off a week because Sunday is a work day for me. it is worship, but it's also a work day. So, initially I would say, I go to church, and, how's your, I'm really devoted Christian. I believe in the Lord. You guys know I went to school for biblical studies. Like, I would put it all on the table. Then I would find that these guys would be like, oh yeah, I love the Lord. Yeah. But you ain't been to church since last Easter. Or you a seasonal saint. And, I ain't knocking you if that's what you do, but God has placed a burden on me. So I have learned, and maybe this will help for you, because we need to let men start talking. Listen, this is for the single ladies. Y'all know I'm pro men, but we sisters, we cousins, we got to help each other out. People are giving us false advertisement. They're dealing with mask and everything, and we really don't know the intent of these people. They see you, they know you got it going on. People know when you glowing. Like, I'm glowing, and it's not because I have a man. It's because I'm being true to me. It's because I'm being true to the Father. I am learning, and I'm healing, and I'm growing, and that's the glow that you see. It has nothing to do with the man. So when you are healing, and your boundaries are up, and you feel good about yourself, and you're loving on yourself, and you have standards, that is going to attract people. I was on my way. I went to get gas yesterday at the Wawa, and I had to go get some money out the ATM. So I'm on the phone with my sister, and I'm just cacking, I'm just, whatever. And I'm going in to get some money. I'll come right back out. A guy just stopped me like, hey, are you on the phone with your man? And I wanted to say, yeah, y'all know, but I can't lie. And, he just stopped me. He was just like, I love your energy. He said, you got good energy. Like, I'm sorry, I had to stop you. And I didn't think about that until like right now. So when you out there, you moving and shaking, you loving life, like my cruise is coming up, my birthday's coming up, I got a brand new job that I'm in love with, like it's my dream job. Your life is popping right now. And I deserve it. Okay. You've been through hell too. You deserve a good life. God even said something to me today, y'all. And I don't know. I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, and you won't even have to settle. When it comes to your husband, you will not need to settle. Now, this is not for everybody, because he said this to me. It might be for you, cousin. I don't know. Because I'm meeting guys, we're coming to contact with guys who are not necessarily our type, right? I've never had my type. I've never really encountered my type. And I've always told you guys, look at the videos. I'm like, don't fall for the 3-6 mafia all the time. Maybe your husband might not be part of the 3-6 mafia. What is the 3-6 mafia? If you're new here, it's the guy with the 6-pack, the guy with 6 figures, and the guy that is 6 feet tall. That's the 3-6 mafia, right? That's what I call him. So I've always said, like, look, he might not look like that, but he gonna treat you well. And that is true for some of you. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch this, and we gonna document this. Okay, it's Sunday the 17th as I'm recording this. You guys won't get this till probably a week or two later. I have my videos come out on a schedule, but I'm just documenting this just for me. All right, so y'all just disregard this if this doesn't pertain to you. But he said to me, I'm getting ready. I'm minding my business, and I'm getting ready to talk to my cousin. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, and you won't have to settle. So I don't know. Maybe I might get a 3-6 mafia. Somebody, one of them 6s he might be. I take it. I don't know. Because you know what? When you have struggled so much in your life, Lord, I feel the presence of God. Did not expect that. But when you have suffered so much in your life, you deserve the best. You deserve God's best. When you're faithful to the Lord, I ain't saying you perfect, because I'm not perfect, y'all. Your girl is not perfect by no means. But when you're faithful to God, and on top of that, you're a good person, you give, you're a tither, you have the favor of the Lord. You are, as a woman, this is for the single ladies, you are somebody's walk-in favor. a man doesn't even obtain favor from the Lord, that extra favor, until he finds you. You are somebody's walking favor. You heard me? Your favor, your favor. So when you have all of that, and when you're like the prodigal son who has come to himself, you know the story of the prodigal son, and you're like, you know what? My father's servants eat better than this. They have decent clothes. They have a decent home. They're not fighting for scraps, eating at the pig pen. They're not doing that. I'm going home. So when you are like me and you come to yourself and you're saying, I deserve better because I'm a king's kid, let me tell you, the Lord might surprise you with actually everything that you want. You might not have to settle. I heard the Lord say, and in this season, you won't settle. So I don't know. I hope this is for me. It gotta be. He said it to me. Lord, can this please be for me? I wouldn't mind having a member of the 3-6 Mafia now. I'm humble and I've been through hell and I just want to be treated right in my life. Okay. But baby, if God want to bless me with a 6-figure, 6-pack, chocolate bearded man, I will take him. You got to be a man of God too. There's other attributes, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's for somebody. So I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help us out. When we go on these dates, when we're talking to these ninjas on the phone, let them talk. Ask them about themselves. Get them to start talking, because you are the prize. You the prize. Okay? You're the gift. I'm not saying that a man is not a gift, because he will be a gift to you, but you are a gift. Okay? So let them talk. See if it's a good fit. Say from the door what you're looking for, what you expect. And at any moment during your talking stage, if you feel something that is not right, then you're going to have to let it burn. Don't keep going on and on. Guys, I've done that, where I've let relationships evolve through a talking stage that should have been dead as soon as I saw the first red flag. That's why I've been married so many times. I ignored the flags. So I'm trying to help you. I love you. If no one has told you, you know I love you. Okay. I'm out here bearing my soul to you guys, giving you the keys, spilling all the tea, so we can be in those healthy relationships, those relationships that feed our soul and help us to find our purpose, that help us work in our purpose, I should say, because I already know who I am. I already know my purpose. Now you either going to come in and fit and be a compliment to what I'm doing, or you're going to have to be discarded. And God bless you. God bless them. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated with dating, because men will actually pursue you and not be the man that they said they were to be. And now I'm learning the first sign of, and it's harsh because nobody talks about that when you're in your healing journey, and how, like, I have such a low tolerance for BS. Like, I get turned off very easily now, and no one talks about that. Are you there? Put it in the comments. Like, are you so healed and so devoted to your growth and spirituality that any little thing like turns you off? I'm there, y'all. And it made me kind of nervous. And that's what I was thinking about when God said you won't have to settle. So maybe that correlates. I'll have to go in prayer and ask God for revelation on that. I even woke up today at 3:35 and I got on my knees and prayed, because I was wrestling with some things, like I want who God has for me. I already have what God has for me, and those blessings will continue to come into my life. But we are to guard our hearts at all costs. There are wolves in sheep's clothing, ladies. We know this. This ain't nothing that you don't know. So this should be confirmation to what you're already feeling and what you've already experienced. We have to keep those boundaries up. We have to keep those standards firm. I can't. And as much, and what about when you really like somebody? What about the person you actually do like and they disappoint you? That is the hardest thing. That is so hurtful when you have to disconnect from someone that you actually cared about and you could see a future with. Oh my God. I just went through that. Like, it's okay. You know, when you have those initial conversations, you got to see if you want the same things. And no matter how he looks or what he brings to the table or what he got going for himself, you know, if it's not a good fit for your life, do not proceed. You could be just a midwife. You could be just there to support him, you know, as a friend, you know, speak life, pray, but that doesn't mean that you're the wife. You could be just someone along the way to help him push. And sometimes we just have to draw the line with that and don't take it a step further than that. Okay? I love you. You know, I'm here to help. I'm trying to figure this out with you. Like, I have not been successful in relationships. You guys know that. So when God gives me revelation of things, or when I think of things that I've done in the past that didn't work, I need to course correct. We got to do it. So what did we get from today? When you're healing and you're glowing and you're evolving, you're going to attract all kinds of men. I really don't like the saying where, you know, people say you are what you attract. No, I'm not broken. I'm not lost. I may need to be doing some more healing, but I know who I am. I'm strong. I'm independent, hyper independent, for real, for real. I take care of myself. Where are the ninjas that got their own? If I'm attracting who I am, where's the loving guys? Where are the thoughtful guys? That's everything that I am. The one that will hold you accountable still, but still love you and do everything and speak life to you and pray for you. Where is that? Because that's who I am. So what I am saying to you is that as you're evolving, as you're glowing and growing and working in your purpose and your destiny, and you're close to God, you're going to attract all kinds of spirits. Bump what you heard. Okay? You're going to attract all kinds of walks of life. I actually, in the past, was not a person that talked to multiple people at the same time. If I liked you, it was just me and you, and until we solidified the relationship. If we didn't solidify the relationship at a time that worked for me, then I was off to the races. Now I understand what people are talking about when they're talking about Olympic dating. I'm not sleeping with you, but we can go out and have a coffee. We can go to a little Applebee's. We can go out to a little restaurant and talk and see if we're compatible. If not, I'm going to leave you right there. And you can leave me too, because every man can't deal with my life. I was talking to one guy. I said, listen, I'm heavily in ministry. I'm in church at least twice a week. Do you have a problem with that? Oh, you don't want to go, or you're not into it like that? All right, well, it was a blessing meeting you. I already know what I am. I know I'm going to be in the pulpit. I know I'm in ministry. I don't want to do it by myself. So have your non-negotiables in your mind, at the table, whatever, on your phone, piece of paper, whatever. And you got to stick to it, because I'm telling you, you will suffer. I did it. I suffered in a marriage because I catered to that person, or I got married and I was in church majority of the time by myself. I don't want that no more. No, I need my husband. I need him there praying for me. Check out one of my last videos, how to stay married. Let's stay married, or something like that. How to protect your marriage. Nah, I need you on deck. As soon as I'm done, I need to see my husband coming. You heard? Because guess what? Them demons is coming. Them spirits, them unclean spirits are coming. The lustful spirits are coming. I could see them. Hell, I deal with lust, so of course I could see it. And I'm a prophet. So, well, I'm prophetic. I'll say that. And you guys know I don't like to label myself a prophet as the office, but I'm prophetic, right? I have prophetic tendencies, right? So, yeah, I see. And I don't just see in the spirit. I need my man. I need to feel how I feel. And that's what I be telling. Listen. What's your spiritual? How do you have a church? What? Are you a tither? I'm a tither. I'm not going to be with a man that's not a tither, because I don't need you talking about me giving my money to the church. And preferably, you need to already be in the church tithing already, so I know that it's real. I don't want to make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. That's where I'm at. You don't want to call. You don't want to text. You don't want to check in. You don't want to say good morning. You don't think it's necessary that you know what I mean? You like me and you want to get to know me, but you don't feel like those foundational principles are important. Then there's nothing for us to discuss. Period. So this is where I'm at. And like I always say, how you are will not scare away the person that God has for you. So I need to weed through the terror to get to the wheat. Where the wheat at? Where the wheat at? Hey, okay. Ain't nobody playing. Nobody got no time to be playing with y'all. These men out here who don't even know what they want. Especially around men my age. So I'm really thinking, I'm really considering now. I'm 43, right? And I get a lot of younger men that, push up, whatever. 38, 36, all the way up. But I'm really considering maybe I need a slightly older guy that has gotten through his pride and his ego and the phases and his whoredom and all of that stuff. Where he didn't learn that through somebody else and I can reap the benefits. God said he will give you houses that you ain't built. So give me a man that I ain't have to build. I don't feel like this ain't no build a bear. Build a man. Build a Bob workshop. I don't feel like that. Come already assembled. That's what I'll say. That's how I feel. Yeah, I'm on one today. But you like it. Okay, sis, listen. I gotta go. But I hope we learned something today. Put it in the comments. Now, I need you to help me. I need 500 subscribers by October. And I'm getting subscribers every day. So I love you. You guys are the best. And I pray a special blessing over you for being so obedient and helping me. I pray that God blesses you in return. And I pray a blessing come to you this week, whether financially, materially, emotionally, health-wise, spiritual. It's more than just finances. Blessings are more than just financial. Okay. May God add to your health. May he give you the connections that you need. And may he rip away the ones that ain't for you too. That's a blessing too. To wake up a new person like, oh, it don't even hurt no more. I'm Gucci. I love you. Like, share, subscribe, put on your bell notifications. A lot of my videos are scheduled out, so you'll start seeing them come out. Make sure you click on the button to, be notified when it actually drops. Okay. That's why my videos are on a schedule most of the time. So I just want to give you guys some time to get ready for what we're about to talk about. But I love you. I'm on my way to the house of the Lord. I got to lead praise and worship today. I am expecting a mighty, mighty, mighty move of God today. Stay prayerful. Stay on your face. Did you talk to God today? Did you read any word? I don't care what day you're watching this. Have you consulted the Lord about the decisions in your life, about the decisions before you? Take care of yourself. Take care of them kids. Clean up your house if you need to, because like I said, your living space is your living space. Okay. They're one and the same. If your house is cluttered, so is your thoughts. Healthy living, healthy growing. That's what we're doing here. I love you. I will see you on the next video.